my name's Christina and you're watching Proud Bookline. And today I'm going to do the Netflix book tag, and I was tagged by Gabby from Gabs About Books. Thank you so much for tagging me, and yeah, let's begin. So the first question is recently watched. What was the last book you read/finished? For that one, I have Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Yay. I didn't get this until like 2 weeks after I ordered it, so that's why I'm very late to the train with this one. It isn't only my own fault, but I really enjoyed the book. So question number 2 is top picks, a book or books that have been recommended to you based on books that you previously read. So for this one, I don't have them, but I've been recommended Outlander so many times by so many different people, especially since I've loved historical fiction like Salt to the Sea and Codename Verity. I've also read a couple of books from that time period that I really enjoyed, so I've been recommended that book a lot. And lately I've also been recommended The Young Elites by Mary Lou because I love the Legend trilogy, as well as Nevernight, is that what it's called? The new book by J. Kristoff that's coming out, because I love Illuminae and I love like dark, eerie books, and both Nevernight and The Young Elites are pretty dark books, I think. So I've been recommending those a lot. Question number 3 is recently added, and for that one is the last book you bought, which is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, even though I bought it 2 weeks ago, didn't receive it until like a couple of days ago, but you know, it was actually worth it. So question number 4 is popular on Netflix. 2 books that you have read that are popular on BookTube, and 2 books that you haven't read that are very popular on BookTube. So for that one, I decided to go with the fact that I have not read Throne of Glass or Vampire Academy, but this year I've been trying to catch up on a lot of the big BookTube series, so I have actually managed to read Hunger Games trilogy and Percy Jackson and the Olympians. So I mean, I'm still very behind, but I'm slowly catching up. Actually, I'm not catching up, I'm like dying underneath all the books that I need to read, but you know, a small victory at least. Question number 5 is comedy. Pick a funny book. So for that one, I actually chose a book that I don't remember a lot about at all. It's a Swedish book, and if I translate it, it's called My Dad is Kind and My Mum, She's a Foreigner, pretty much. So yeah, it's by Emmy Abrahamson, and I remember that I laughed so much in this book. It's pretty much about this girl named Alicia, and she just ends up in so many bad situations, and there are so many, I don't know what to call it, like different confrontations of fear and culture, and it's just a really funny and easy book, but it still touched on a lot of things that books usually don't, like the fact how being an immigrant or a foreigner changes things and makes things not more difficult per se, but it changes things, and it's a huge part of society. Like, not all of us are born and raised and live in the same place for all of our lives. That's not very normal to do anymore, but it used to be that. Therefore, it's the norm still today, and with us moving around all the time, it changes stuff. Yeah, it was a really fun book, and I remember laughing a lot. Question number 6, dramas. Pick a character that you think was overly dramatic or a drama queen/king. So for that one, I have Albus Severus Potter, because I honestly thought he overreacted quite some times, and he was very dramatic. Like, yeah, I wasn't anticipating that, but I felt like Albus was a real drama king. Luckily, we had Scorpius, who's like a small bean and should always be protected. But yeah, Albus is definitely a drama king. So question 7 is animated, a book with cartoons on the cover. So for that one I have my Swedish copy of The Witches by Roald Dahl. This would also have gone perfectly as a funny book because God, I love Roald Dahl's books. They are so funny and I just absolutely love this book, and if you haven't read it yet for some kind of reason, you should really do it. They aren't very long, they'll go by so quickly and you'll laugh and you'll love them. So question number 8 is watch again, and that's a book or series that you want to reread. For this one I have Harry Potter. Are you confused or surprised by the fact that I'm holding up Harry Potter? Because you shouldn't be. I just finished reading this in the end of this year and I've been wanting to reread it since I finished it. I just want to go back into the world again, especially now after reading The Cursed Child. I really just want to go back into it again, but that's why Harry Xmas to You exists. So I'm definitely going to read them again this December, or at least a couple of them. Maybe not the entire series. I haven't really decided yet. We'll see how it goes with my Goodreads goals. Question number 9 is documentaries, and that's pick a non-fiction book that you think everybody should read. For that one I actually have 2 because I couldn't decide. I have 3096 Days by Natasha Kampusch. This is by Natasha Kampusch and it's about, well, she was abducted and it's about her story, being abducted and growing up together with this abductor. It's a really good book and I think everybody should read a book about this topic because it gives you a whole nother perspective and it also provides a lot of information and it just brings another depth inside you, and I think it's an important read. And then I have The Girl and the Guilt, or The Girl and the Blame. I'm not totally sure about the translation. And this is by Katarina Wenstam and it's about rape culture in Sweden. This book is pretty old, so not all of the laws mentioned are relevant anymore, but it's very powerful to read and to understand that you might not be as prejudice-free as you thought you were, and you might not have realized how much guilt and blame is put on the victim when you have never actually been a victim or you haven't had anybody in your close surroundings being a victim. I just think it's really eye-opening, and if you're Swedish, it's a must-read. If you're not Swedish, it might not be as relevant, and it will probably be very hard to get this book because I'm not sure it translated, so, you know, kind of hard to read in Swedish if you're not Swedish. But I don't know, maybe you know Swedish anyway. Question number 10 is action and adventure. Pick an action-packed book. So for that one I have Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, and this book is so action-packed. It's about a heist. Like, could you imagine anything more action-packed than a heist? And it's about these morally ambiguous characters all on this heist put together by Cass, who's kind of like the leader of the group. And yeah, it's a great book. You don't even know how amazing it is. Like, it's so good. Question number 11 is new releases. Pick a book/books that you are excited for that have just been released or are about to get released. So I'm super excited for Gemina, which is coming in like October, I think. And it's so soon, and I really want to read it because I love Illuminae so much, and I just really want to read Gemina, especially since it's gotten lovely reviews and I've heard a lot of people that actually liked it better than Illuminae, so I'm so excited for Gemina. I'm also super excited for Crooked Kingdom, which is the sequel to Six of Crows. Like, yeah, both of those are so highly anticipated on my list, at least, of new releases, and I just can't wait to get my hands on them and finally read them. So question number 12 is Max, tag somebody. So I tag Vaughn Books, The Green Reader, Ashley's Book Nook, Everything Books, and Next Door Fangirl. You guys have all been tagged. I hope you guys enjoyed this tag, and if you're watching something on Netflix right now that you think I should watch, please comment down below. I'm currently obsessing over Stranger Things, thanks to Christine, and yeah, I'm like on episode 7 or 6, so I'll soon be done. But I don't want to be done, because then there's no more episodes. There's only 8 episodes! But yeah. I think that was everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. Your support means the world to me. Have a great day / night / whatever pod is for you guys. Bye! Books tag? Ugh. It's a P. Question number 8 is watch again. Book number